Hello, am I audible? Am I audible? Voices come. Voices coming. Okay. Hello everyone. Very good afternoon. Welcome to Deeksha Vedantu, means Deeksha Karnataka. So today, this is the end of the series of that high weightage topic. Today we are going to read the last chapter of this high weightage topics. That is chemical coordination and integration. Chemical coordination and integration. It is again a physiology performed by endocrine glands of endocrine system. Okay. Sure of chemical messengers by endocrine of endocrine system. Done. Now, what do you mean by a gland? The organ who is specialized in secreting something, it is called a gland. So, if a organ is specialized in secreting only hormones, only and only specifically only hormones, they are called as endocrine glands. Organ secreting substances, gland. Okay. Now here, organ secreting. Which type of substance? Hormones. Okay. Hormones. So it is called endocrine gland. And the gland who is secreting saliva, some other substances, mucus, sweat, they are all under the category of exocrine gland. Gland. Okay. Done. All endocrine glands situated in various parts of the body. Endocrine system. Done. Is it clear? Now, this endocrine system, no, let's write down the all the endocrine glands. pituitary, pineal, pituitary, pineal. Okay. Then then thyroid, parathyroid. Okay. Thymus, thymus. Then adrenal gland. Okay. Gonads. Testes in males. Ovaries in females. Okay. Now this whole endocrine system is controlled by neural system. Means hypothalamus, part of forebrain of central nervous system, controlling pituitary, controlling pituitary, and pituitary in turn controlling all other organs. Done? Is it clear? So hypothalamus, master gland. No, this is the headquarter. And pituitary gland is the master gland. Done? Now hypothalamus has some neurosecretory cells in them which are specialized in secreting. Neurosecretory means they are hormones, but they become specialized in secreting some hormones. So hypothalamus is controlling pituitary gland, but hypothalamus is sending or manufacturing or secreting hormones and sent to the posterior lobe of pituitary. Okay, has neurosecretory cells which secrete. What type of cells are secreting? Each and every organ is blessed with the presence of epithelial cells. Okay. Epithelial cells. Okay. Secretion. Done. Has neurosecretory cells which secrete and pour Has neurosecretory cells which secrete and pour hormones. 2. Posterior lobe of pituitary. Done. Now let's talk about hormones. Hormones are chemical messengers which are always secreted by one gland and pour into another gland. The another gland is target organ. These messengers, when pour to the second target organ, they will tell the organ what to do and what not to do. So overall, hormones are controlling the complete metabolism of my body also. Chemical messengers, okay, secreted by one gland and pour secreted by one gland and pour to another gland. Done. So the second organ or gland is called target organ. Done. Hmm? Now, hormones always produce in trace amounts. Always produce in means very low amount. Okay. Chemically, chemically, uh, chemically they may be proteins, polypeptides, hmm, proteins, polypeptides, steroids, fat derivatives, or we can say sorry, lipid derivatives. Done. Is it clear? Please write it down. If you are writing, I am giving you 2 minutes to complete it. Done? Hmm. Now, pituitary. Pituitary. Now, pituitary gland is a master gland, only a shape of matar ka dana, shapy shaped. P shaped. Done. P shaped. Okay. Controlled by hypothalamus. Then has three parts. Attached to hypothalamus by stalk-like structure called as infundibulum. Very important. Attached by hypothalamus infundibulum. Okay. Let's do diagram on another page. This is hypothalamus. This is stalk. And this is pituitary, a lobulated structure. Okay. P-shaped structure means. So this is hypothalamus, anterior lobe of pituitary, anterior lobe of pituitary, or pars or we can say pars distalis. This part is secreting some hormones. This part is secreting some hormones and pouring in. One more thing, if one organ is secreting hormone, how it will pour? It is actually a ductless gland. One thing, major thing, I'm so sorry, I forgot to tell you. Okay, these are ductless gland. Endocrine glands are ductless gland. They directly, hormones are directly pour inside the blood, and then they will travel and then go to the target organ. Endocrine gland, ductless glands. Ductless glands secrete hormones, secrete hormone directly inside the this is pars intermedia or intermediate lobe. Again, this lobe is also secreting hormone and directly pour inside the blood. Means every hormone is traveling through blood. That is clear. Make this clear. Or intermediate lobe. This is pars nervosa. Why nervosa? Because this lobe is not creating or secreting or manufacturing hormone. This hormone is this lobe, this part of pituitary gland is receiving hormones from hypothalamus. Hypothalamus through their axonal endings. Okay, sending the hormones there. Here direct portal circulation. Okay, portal circulation. Done. Portal circulation. Now, what kind of hormones? Let now this is pars nervosa or posterior lobe of pituitary. Done. Is it clear? Now, pars distalis means controlled by hypothalamus but secreting its own hormones. Growth hormone. Done. Growth hormone. Why blurring is occurring? Growth hormone. Uh, adreno TSH. Thyroid stimulating hormone. Parathyroid hormone PTH. Okay. ACTH. Trophic hormone. Done. Adrenocorticotrophic hormone. FSH. Follicular stimulating hormone. Now, what these hormones are indicating, like TSH, thyroid को stimulate करने वाला hormone. This hormone is secreted by the anterior lobe of pituitary. Okay, then pour inside the blood, go to the target organ, thyroid gland, and tell the thyroid to do their work. They tell the thyroid that secrete two hormones, T3 and T4. triiodothyronine, tetraiodothyronine hormones. Okay, and these hormones have their specific work inside the body. Okay. Luteinizing hormone. Hello, Dhanu doctor. Yes, Yala Magari Vartaman asked your question if you have doubt. Thank you so much, Dhanu doctor. Please write your doubt. Yalamgari, please write your doubt. Okay. Now here, if you consider pancreas. Now pancreas is a mixed gland. Okay. Mixed gland. Okay. Mixed gland means having both the parts, exocrine part, endocrine part. Exocrine part secreting digestive enzymes, endocrine part secreting hormones. Okay. Done. Posterior lobe of pituitary. Posterior lobe of pituitary has which type of hormones? Two hormones. Vasopressin and ADH. Anti-diuretic hormone. Okay. Another name of vasopressin is anti-diuretic. Vasopressin, it is pressing the vessels. Blood, this is first hormone. Second hormone is oxytocin. Oxytocin is called birth hormone. Okay, when lady completes the 9 months of her pregnancy or gestational period, this hormone become active, give labor pain to the lady, allow the uterus muscles to contract, allow the birth canal vaginal muscles to contract, and let the baby to come out into the world. Okay, so this is called birth hormone. And after delivery, the lady is supposed to breastfeed the infant, okay, her baby boy or baby girl. Why? Because the breast milk is full of antibody, IgA antibody, soluble antibody. Okay, so the suckling reflex, the baby suckles the nipple of the areola of the mammary glands of the mother, and through the suckling reflex, the mammary tubules allowed the milk to flow. Prolactin is the hormone who is allowing to fill the milk inside the mammary gland. But oxytocin is the hormone which allow the milk to ejaculate or come out from the mammary gland of the mother, the breast of the mother. So it is also called as milk ejaculating hormone. Okay. Birth hormone. Okay. And mm, milk ejaculating hormone. Done. Now thyroid gland. Okay, let me check. Have you put the doubt? My God. Progesterone. Actually, progesterone is a pregnancy hormone. When a lady become pregnant, okay, the progesterone hormone means all the hormones are present inside the blood. But when the work will come, then they will active. When the particular work will come. So progesterone is a pregnancy hormone which prepares the body of the lady to for pregnancy. The changes, the uterine lining of that endometrium lining of the uterus become thick. It form interdigitations with the zygote and the embryo, which is embedded. No, fertilization occur in fallopian tube, but embedded in that uterus. Done. So interdigitations means the interlocking between the infant and the endometrium of the uterus of the mother. That is very important. That is implantation, which which is actually occurring in the first trimester, first, second, and third, which is very crucial and very important for the pregnancy. So these changes are occurring by which hormone? It is occurring by progesterone. Okay. When the pregnancy overs or delivery occurs, progesterone inactive. Progesterone become inactive because now there is no sense of preparing the body. Na? The pregnancy over, thyroid gland, uh, TSH act on thyroid gland, which is actually that horseshoe shape type of hormone. Okay. Parathyroid on this thyroid. This is isthmus. So when TSH act on this thyroid gland, what TSH is teaching, what TSH is, exciting. Here, follicular cells are present. Follicular cells are present in the thyroid gland, and these follicular cells will secrete after getting that information from which hormone? TSH, coming from which part of the body? Anterior lobe of the pituitary. So secrete T3 and T4. Iodine is required for manufacturing of these hormones. So T3 is triiodothyronine. triiodothyronine. This is tetraiodothyronine or thyroxine. Okay, please write it down. Four units. Done? Now, pancreas, endocrine part secrete which type of hormones? Insulin and glucagon. They these both hormones are antagonistic opposite to each other because glucagon is a hyperglycemic hormone and insulin is a hypoglycemic hormone. Glucagon will increase the glucose level inside the blood and insulin always swipe out the excess insulin from blood to other organs, so decrease the insulin level. So they both are actually maintaining the glucose level inside the blood, so both are dealing with glucose homeostasis, glucose metabolism. Hypoglycemic, hyperglycemic, decrease glucose level in blood. Done? Increase glucose level in blood. So both hormones are dealing with. Done? Progesterone is pregnancy hormone. Okay. Last topic. If you finding gonads, gonads are the sex organs. Testes in males, primary sex organ. Ovaries in females, primary sex organs of females. They both are paired, two in number. They again mixed gland. They are performing two things. Both are secreting gamete also as well as hormones. Gamete is a haploid cell, N. sperm secreting hormone. Testosterone. Paired. Males. Females. Ova. Okay. N means haploid. Single set of chromosomes. Single set of chromosome. Diploid means two and double the set of chromosome. Hormone. Estrogen. Progesterone. Okay. Dealing with all the, production of secondary sexual hormones, secondary sexual characters in males and female, as well as onset of menstrual cycle, especially only in female. Okay, students, that is all about today's lecture. Thank you so much.